Grand Rising, everyone. This is Artists of Truth, and welcome to another vlog entry. So, hope everyone. It's 11:26. I am en route to the city. My establishment has no power, so I'm gonna make my own power. So, one monkey don't stop no show. You still got to keep pushing, right? All right, cool. So, what I wanted to discuss today is communication. So, communication skills is very, very important. It is one of the most important actions that we perform every single day of our life. Every single day we are communicating in some shape, form, or fashion. But today, communication and women. So I came across one of my brother's Instagram posts where he was discussing women and men on a sexual level. So the discussion about men do not satisfy or help aid bringing the woman to a climax. So, there were a few comments. I know one sister commented about men think they know what they're doing, and they really don't. That other women know exactly what other women want, and they know how to touch them. They know exactly where they can touch another woman to get her to reach her climax. Which, of course, and in my defense, the rebuttal for that is, two women, if you know your body, then you know what stimulates you. You know what arouses your body. Now, all women are not the same, and I get that. All women are not the same. You have some women out in the world that oral gratification, oral sex is, makes them reach their climax. You have some women that they don't reach their climax by, orally. They don't reach their climax. Some women reach their climax by penetration. But even I know that. And I am a God. So I realize that. It is what it is. We know these things. And just like some ladies, they believe that sucking a man's dick is going to make him nut, make him ejaculate. I'm thinking to myself like, no, shit don't work. Shit really don't work. So, communication skills really come in at that point. I'm still waiting on a response from the sister that I addressed. She still hasn't said anything, because I clearly asked her. My statement was, all women aren't the same. All women do not function the same. So if all women don't function the same, that doesn't mean that, oh, every woman knows how to touch and make another woman reach her climax. You know, this shit doesn't work for all women. So she hasn't responded, but it was a comment from a sister. It was very, very interesting to me. And she stated, quote, "For some women, it could be embarrassing to express the way they feel sexually, especially if it's their first time and they are inexperienced." Unquote. So, you know, I looked at it from her point of view, and I thought about it. I was like, well, you know, there's a rebuttal for that. You know, communication is important. You know, because if you don't know sign language, how else are you to communicate with your partner? How else are you to communicate with the man that you are moving towards being sexually intimate with? It's like, you know, I recall going across some other comments about the man should know this and the man should know that and and I'm thinking to myself, I was like, well, shit. You know, there's some women in the world that don't know what a man wants. They don't know. You have some women out here, they don't know how to suck dick. And, you know, my thing is, God damn it, how can you express that to them? Because we can't teach another woman how to suck our dick. You know, I was like, I never taught a woman how to suck my dick. I mean, I don't practice on myself and I don't practice on anyone else. I'm like, how the fuck would I be able to teach another woman how to suck dick? Or how to ride a dick? I can't teach her that shit. I mean, shit, she get on top, I can tell her, hey, you need to move this way, you need to move that way, you know, you need to be still, you know. You need to move faster. You need to move slower. But if you notice, he is, and maybe I should correct myself, he is in some small way, he is teaching her, and he's communicating with her what he likes, what he likes and how it feels to him. The same thing that a woman has to do. A woman has to communicate. Period. You know, from my own personal experience, I learned quickly that all women aren't the same. You know, you have woman A who's just orally, she reaches her climax several times. But woman B, she immediately communicates that, that's cool and everything, but that's not what I want. That's not what excites me. That's not what gets me off. Beat this pussy up. That's what gets me excited. That's what makes me wet. All right? Now, these are still women, but they're entirely two different women. So all women are not the same, just like all men are not the same. You know, you can't just whoop our dick out and put it in your mouth and just start sucking and shit. Some guys, they don't mind having teeth on their dick. Some do. You bite, you know what I'm saying? You might have some jagged teeth in your mouth. That damn foreskin is delicate. That foreskin is delicate, just as delicate as the clitoris. You can't be putting your damn teeth on it. Man, that's the quickest way of getting your ass put out of the man's house. That's the quickest way of getting punched on your fucking forehead. Like, the fuck you do? Stop that shit. You know what? Nah, Maybe it was, I don't know what it is. Maybe you got a couple of molders in the back that them broke off, and you haven't gotten them removed yet. You up there trying to suck on a man's dick, and you up there snagging on his dickhead. It's like, stop that shit. Some guys, they don't mind a little pain. Some guys, we do. Don't do that shit. You don't want us sitting up there chewing on your fucking your clitoris, do you? Oh, okay then. Have that same common courtesy and respect. But again, getting back to the main focal point, and that is communication. So me personally, I don't believe, that it should be so embarrassing for a woman, whether she is inexperienced or not. It should not be embarrassing for you to communicate what the fuck you want. You should never feel embarrassed. And if a motherfucker makes you feel embarrassed for, feeling, for not being experienced and just expressing, what turns you on, what makes you climax, then guess what? You shouldn't be fucking with him anyway, right? Like, for real. You shouldn't be fucking with him. You need to fuck with someone that you can freely express your likes, your dislikes, so you can be free. You don't have to be restricted to an extent. Simple as that. Ladies, stop making a situation difficult, by saying things like, oh, I feel embarrassed, and we feel some sort of way about expressing ourselves sexually, so we're not adamant about communicating that. Okay then, well, I find it quite amusing that a lot of ladies, they will be freely open in communicating when a motherfucker has violated them in some way, whether it's physically, whether it's verbally. Shit, there's no problem with you all communicating then. You air out, if you can air out a man's dirty laundry, you can air out what the man can't do. He sucks at this, he sucks at that. Then at that point, that's no excuse. If you can air out the man's laundry, then you can communicate. There's no such thing as, oh, she's embarrassed and she's afraid. And especially if you are inexperienced. Look, if you are inexperienced in any sexual activities, then guess what? Sit your ass down. Don't even try and jump across that fence until you are totally and completely comfortable. Because you have to be comfortable. You really and truly have to be. You have to be comfortable with your own body to the extent that you are sharing your body with another man And you have to be willing to communicate. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Now, if you're not going to communicate, then you take whatever's being given to you. Don't bitch and cry and shit talking about, well, he ain't doing this and he's not doing that and blah, blah, blah. It's like, we don't hear that shit. Because my thing is, did you communicate that with him? No, he should know. No. That's not feasible. That doesn't work. Oh, he should know. It's like, there's a lot of shit that you should know, but you don't. Are we holding that against you? No, we're not holding that against you. It's like, shit, you don't know. You don't know. And it's like either you must be willing to learn. That means, shit, you better ask your girlfriends. You better start, you better start watching some flicks or something. Start learning. If you don't want to lose your man, because some dudes, they just be like, not saying that it's right, but some dudes would just be like, you know what, fuck it. I've been trying to get her to suck my dick, and she's not doing it. She's not doing it. Then eventually it becomes an issue. Eventually, he'll fuck around and probably end up getting his dick sucked by another woman. And again, I'm not encouraging, cheating or anything, but I'm just stating the facts. Because if a woman has needs and her needs are not getting met, what do you think she's going to do? Hands down, she's going to get her needs fulfilled. There's only but so long she will go without her needs being fulfilled before she's just like, you know what? Hey, I've been communicating this shit with you about how to please me. I'm showing you information. I'm showing you things. I'm trying to get you. I don't want to leave you. I don't want to step out on you, but I got needs that require your undivided attention. And I respect that. I respect that from any woman who says that. I do. Because it's either you do or you don't. Because there's someone else out there in the world who will most definitely do it. And vice versa, ladies. It's like, hey, if you're not fucking that man, if you're not fucking that man to his expectations, then guess what? Don't be surprised when he turn around, he skip on up out of there, and he messing around with someone else. Don't get mad. Like, don't. It's fruitless to get upset about that. Because if you're not doing your job, then what do you think he's supposed to do? Just sit around like a lump on the log? Nah. Time waits for no one. Either you going to be on top or nah. Relinquish the position. Let someone else come in. But I done rambled on just enough. I wanted to touch on that briefly because it was on my mind. And I felt it was imperative to share with the rest of the world. So, I'm almost to my destination. Be safe. Continue to educate yourselves and each other. But most of all, love each other. Smash up the likes. I greatly appreciate, hit the thumbs up button. Leave your comments below. And share this video with someone that you know who does a whole lot of complaining about a man don't know how to please a woman, or even a man that's saying, man, women don't know how to please a man. But we rarely say that type of shit. But in any case, share, like, leave your comments below, and remember, your joy and happiness belongs solely unto you. Stop allowing undesirable individuals to take away your joy and happiness. All right? Remember, I love you. Wherever you are in the world, remember that. All right? Talk with you soon. Peace.